this company has two options. I am reinstated as this company's commissioner, or you, Dino, get fired.
So the board of directors say that their only option is to reinstate you. That's on the basis that you accept you're going to have to work with the person that the board of directors has already selected.
Screw it, give me 50-50 power. I'll run him out. Who is it? Who the hell have you got running this damn company with me?
Stone Cold Steve Austin is now 50-50 commissioner here in this company. One of the biggest signings in this company's history. And a stunner to the lawyer JBL. And a stunner to the former, well, now the reinstated commissioner. Well, he has got what he wanted. He has got power back in this company, but he must share it 50-50 with that man, Stone Cold Steve Austin. This company will never be the same again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back. No Limits Wrestling has returned to your screens, and we cannot wait for here tonight, because tonight we get kicked off once again. And hello and welcome. I have no words. We're finally back, and Unchained is just a couple episodes away. We know there's a new commissioner in town. We know there's going to be an Elimination Chamber at Unchained. And speaking of that chamber matchup, two of the men who are going to be competing inside that Elimination Chamber at Unchained tonight go one-on-one in a revenge rematch. This time, Falls Count Anywhere. Charismatic Enigma Jeff Hardy going one-on-one with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and of course our huge main event after what happened on our last episode. AJ Styles is gonna go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar. This before these two are set to meet inside the chamber at Unchained. World Champion Styles against Lesnar tonight, and well, I guess we're gonna have to see him at some point. There's JBL, the commissioner's lawyer, who is now back in charge.
Cut my goddamn music! JBL, get over here. We're finally back, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. Give it up for us. NLW is back, and guess who's in charge? This guy, the commissioner, the rightful commissioner. It's been a while, hasn't it? But let me refresh your memories. I gave this company two options. Either they reinstate me or they fire Dean Ambrose. And apparently, they very much overestimated the worth of Dean Ambrose because yes, I am back in power, even if I have to share that power with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We stunned you as well, mate.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin had the audacity to give me a stunner and then shake the hand of my mortal enemy Dean Ambrose. Well, clearly he hasn't read up about me enough, because he should know by now that if you mess with the commissioner, you will pay. Ask Triple X. Forget that. Forget I said that. Tonight isn't about Stone Cold. Tonight isn't about Dean Ambrose. Tonight is about me and my lawyer JBL and our massive victory in court. Now you may remember a couple of weeks ago, I was getting a massage and the person that was meant to massage me didn't show up. Instead, Dean Ambrose comes from behind, attacks me, leaves me in a distressed state. But don't worry people, I sued that massage company, and with JBL's help, I have won a huge cash settlement of $1,000. Dinner's on me tonight, JBL pal. Nothing's gonna keep me down. I've got a briefcase full of money, and the power's in my hands.
And you may have just forgot that the power is also in this man's hands. On our last episode, Stone Cold Steve Austin was revealed as the new commissioner But of course, he is 50-50 Commissioner with the Commissioner in the ring. I'm getting a bit tongue-tied myself, but I'm sure that the Commissioner is going to be hiding behind the... What is that? There's a line of security in the ring he's got with him. The Commissioner wants no part of Austin, that's for sure.
Hey, step off a minute, pal. After that little stunt you pulled last week with Dean Ambrose, you two trying to gang up on me, this line of security is to protect me from a beatdown. Now what do you have to say? Well, son, I came out here not to have any confrontation with y'all. I came out here to say I'm looking forward to working with you. Now you may come across as a jackass, but I see a real future between me and you. But make no mistake about it, son, if this line wasn't here and you begin to piss me off, I have no problem giving you or anyone else a stunner. So you've got your insurance payout, and you've got your job back, albeit 50-50 with me. But son, there's something you need to remind yourself about, and that is that at the end of the day, Stone Cold Steve Austin is the law around here. And if you cross me, bad things will happen. But like I announced last week, the world title is going to be on the line, an Elimination Chamber match, and that's at Unchained. But as for you, Mr. Commissioner, you signed a contract with No Limits Wrestling to reinstate you as commissioner, but you didn't read the fine print. Not only are you 50-50 commissioner with Stone Cold Steve Austin, son, you are going to be competing in your very first match back. Now I know how you've been trash talking a man called Dean Ambrose, who I've taken a shine to, and it's generally believed that you were the man responsible for attacking him after WrestleMania, and that's why he attacked you in return when you were scheduled to have your massage. And when you saw it fit to publicly humiliate him, you crossed the line. But son, when you signed your contract back here, you also signed for a match against Dean Ambrose. And it isn't just any match. For one, Mr. John Bradshaw Layfield is banned from ringside. Number two, there will be no disqualifications. And number three, I have a feeling you're going to be running somewhere. So how about we tie Dean Ambrose to you and we make it a strap match? It's gonna happen at Unchained, son. Ambrose, Commissioner, strap match. You talked a lot of BS, and now it's time for you to back it up, son. In fact, you might have a chance now. I think I'll recognize one of them security guards there.
Well, I don't know what he's talking about with those security guards, but the Commissioner getting more than he bargained for to... What? Hey! That's Ambrose! And Ambrose was one of the security guards! And he's got that briefcase full of money! That cash settlement that the Commissioner won from the massage parlour! And now, Ambrose has got it! And Ambrose is leaving with the money! And not only that, the Commissioner now has to go one-on-one with Dean Ambrose in a strap match at Unchained. He didn't read the contract, that was what it was for. And Austin with some huge news. What a chaotic start to the show. Hello everybody. Yes, we are finally back. Welcome back to the new and improved No Limits Wrestling. Tonight, a huge main event pitting the world champion AJ Styles against Brock Lesnar. Two men who are going to be competing inside the Elimination Chamber at Unchained. And speaking of Unchained, we just heard from Stone Cold himself that there is going to be a strap match between Dean Ambrose and the Commissioner, who's just been reinstated. And JBL's banned from ringside. I really fear for the Commissioner's safety. Well, I kinda do, I don't really care about the Commissioner if I'm honest, but anyways, already a huge match announced for Unchained. However, you heard me say World Champion AJ Styles. That was very nearly not the case, because this past week on Metal, Finn Balor cashed in his Intercontinental Championship opportunity for a world title matchup, and he chose to cash it in against Styles. However, it was Seth Rollins who cost Finn Balor that matchup and the NLW World Championship. So now, Balor has nothing and is no doubt fuming. On episode 45, Finn Balor actually lost to Seth Rollins. Rollins had his feet on the rope and he was expecting to get a future Intercontinental title matchup. However, that wasn't the case because Balor cashed in, you see. So Rollins, angry about the fact he wasn't getting an Intercontinental title matchup and Balor was going to cash in, decided to wreck Balor's dream of becoming world champion in this company. And because of this whole situation, Stone Cold has made yet another announcement. there is going to be a best of 5 series between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, and the winner will win the currently vacated Intercontinental Championship, of course vacated when Balor cashed in. Now he has ruled that despite the shady circumstances surrounding that first matchup, that it will stand that match 1 happened on episode 45. So Seth Rollins is already 1-0 up. But here tonight in NLW, you're about to see match 2 of the best of 5 series, and Austin has ruled this matchup to be submissions only. With that stipulation of submissions only, you gotta wonder who it's gonna favour. I know that Balor is looking to inflict punishment, and he does, right out the starting block, there with that drop kick, and Balor is furious. Not only has he lost his Intercontinental title, he could have very well have been world champion here tonight. He could have been going to the chamber, but thanks to Seth Rollins, that is not happening. And now Balor has Rollins in the corner in that stiff uppercut. And Rollins on the outside now, but not for long is he safe. There's that baseball slide. And Rollins is down on the floor out there, I should say. And Rollins trying to find solace. But Balor not letting on whatsoever. Suicide plancha over the top. And Balor takes out Rollins. This is match number 2. Submissions only. Who is going to gain the advantage and get one step closer to that an Intercontinental title? We're going to find out. This match continues next.
There's only so much the human body can endure before a fighter must reach their breaking point. For some, that breaking point doesn't exist. When you unleash that beast, that fit of rage inside you that makes you forget all your senses, all your surroundings, and go full throttle at the person standing in your way. Once that caged beast is unleashed, it's near impossible to stop them. Hooks, chains, steel, it isn't enough to contain this kind of ferocity. These fighters, when unchained, go in for the kill. No Limits Wrestling presents Unchained live on pay-per-view.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This submission match in the best of 5 series, match number 2 in the best of 5 series between Balor and Rollins continues here, and there's Rollins with that drop kick. It has been all Rollins in the commercial break, spar a couple of jabs from Balor, but here you see that knee driven into the skull of Balor, and Balor's going to have to pull off something incredible here if he's going to get back into this contest. Rollins now working on that headlock, and he's going to try and wear him down. Remember, no pinfalls in this matchup, submissions only. And look at this, Balor going for that paroxysm maybe, but rolls through to Seth. Now picked up, going for the pedigree. Backdrop that lands on his feet. And now there's that roundhouse. Balor down from that kick, and a kick right to the skull of Balor. Good grief. Hard-hitting kick from Rollins. And Balor is down, and now Rollins looking to work on a body part, going to take out that knee. Not only is he going to wear him down so he can hit a submission, but also Balor's not going to be able to employ those kicks he's known for. Again, going after that knee. And Rollins maybe celebrating a little bit too early, but we will see. Picked up again, and there I said it. Rollins working on that knee in order to get the submission. This submission matchup is match number 2. The last time Rollins won. If Rollins wins again here, it's 2-0 to Rollins, and all he has to do after that would win one more, but Balor trying to fight back, and there's a kick to the skull again. All of this in the name of that Intercontinental Championship, and of course it was Rollins who cost Balor that title, so it would be quite ironic if he won tonight after he cost him the world title on metal. And go for the frog splash, but Balor moves out of the way. And Balor holding his stomach, now going for that paroxysm, lifts him up and drops him down. Balor has Seth right where he wants him. All he's got to do is hook in a submission of some kind. Wear down Rollins, that's what you've got to do, and that's exactly what Balor's going to do. He's got that armbar. And that armbar in the centre of the ring. Rollins isn't getting to any ropes anytime soon. And he's trying to power his way out of it, and he does just about. And now going for that curb stomp. And now Balor going for that Bloody Sunday. Oh my god. And a slap from Rollins. That's going to piss off Balor, and it did! Holy hell! And he has to tap out immediately! And Balor is not letting go! And finally he does! And good grief! And you can see the frustration in Finn Balor's eyes, the anger in his soul. You can see how much he wants to punish Rollins, not just beat him, punish him. We're going to see this replay now. Balor was going for that Bloody Sunday, but then that cocky slap from Rollins, and that was a major mistake. He went for the springboard, and that springboard was caught into that dreaded Dragon Sleeper. Nobody gets out of that Dragon Sleeper. It's a rule of wrestling. You don't get out of that Dragon Sleeper, you have to tap out, otherwise you're going to break your neck. That just goes to show you the intensity that Balor has in him. Well, I don't blame him, because after all it was Rollins who cost him that world title, so now it is one apiece. 1-1 in this best of 5 series. Balor evens it out, and Rollins still in a lot of pain, but Balor is your winner here tonight. And Rollins taps out, and Balor's still not done. With the scores now tied 1 apiece, who's getting the advantage in this championship situation? And speaking of championship situations, let's go back to the X Division title situation regarding the new X Division champion, Adam Cole. And Adam Cole, at Revenge, beat not only Austin Aries, but Daniel Bryan also in a triple threat matchup to win that championship, ending Daniel Bryan's reign quite early since WrestleMania. And since then, Adam Cole was scheduled to go out on episode 45 and deliver an open challenge to the entire roster for a title shot. However, he claimed that he was injured, so therefore that match did not happen. Instead, Daniel Bryan replaced Adam Cole and issued his own open challenge, to which John Morrison debuted, shocking the world and accepting that challenge to face Bryan. It was a hell of a hard-hitting contest until Adam Cole came in at the end, causing a double disqualification. There was no winner. We don't know who the new X Division #1 contender is because of Adam Cole. And with this entire situation, we wonder why Adam Cole attacked.
Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby?
Are you serious? Well, I guess we are serious. Adam Cole making his way to the ring, our X Division champion. And I don't have it on my notes that he's scheduled to come out here, but what's he got to say?
Silence when your X Division champion is talking. You just saw what happened last week. Why did I, Adam Cole, stop that matchup between Daniel Bryan and John Morrison? Well, it's simple. The winner of that matchup would have undoubtedly gotten a shot at my X Division championship, and I don't think neither of those guys is worthy. And I'll tell you why. When I debuted here in No Limits Wrestling, there were some people who were disappointed. They were disappointed that Adam Cole was coming to No Limits Wrestling and not Kevin Owens, for example, or Sami Zayn. They were disappointed that Adam Cole was going to be here in NLW because they knew that I was going to rise to the top very, very soon. And I did that. Barely 2 episodes in, and I'm the X Division champion. Now, what does that say about me? Well, it says that I am the best X Division wrestler in this company, but what does it say about men like Daniel Bryan, who lost the championship after just 2 episodes? He only had 1 defense, and he lost it to me. If Daniel Bryan was the American Dragon like he claims, then he would have beaten me at Revenge, but instead, he did not. And instead of going away, rebuilding himself, instead of that, he insulted me. Yeah, he did. He insulted me by hogging the spotlight. I had an injury, and he complained, and he went out for what was supposed to be my open challenge, my chance to prove that I am the greatest champion in NLW history. Instead, Bryan chose to hog the spotlight again, and Morrison comes over, debuts in No Limits Wrestling, and we're supposed to give a damn what Mundo Morrison Nitro, whatever the hell his name is, has to say or do. Well, Adam Cole is not a loser. John Morrison is a loser. Daniel Bryan is a loser. And every man in the back who thinks they've got a chance against Adam Cole is sorely mistaken. There's no one on my level. There is only room for one man at the top of this X Division, and that is Adam Cole, baby.
Well, it sounds as if McMahon disagrees with that. And talk about him getting injured. He certainly didn't seem injured when he was attacking them at the end of that matchup last week. But now, the former X Division champion Daniel Bryan, who, let's not forget, still has an entitled rematch. The former X Division champion Daniel Bryan making his way to the ring, and he wants to get revenge on Adam Cole, but Cole scurries out of the ring, and Cole clearly wants none of Daniel Bryan. He claims he's the best division X Division wrestler in the world. Oh my! And where did Morrison come from? And there's another man who was robbed last week. Last week had a huge opportunity to beat Bryan, but instead Adam Cole came in and interfered. So obviously bad blood still existing between John Morrison and Adam Cole, and in fact Daniel Bryan also. And Daniel Bryan wants his shot of the title. Clearly, so does John Morrison. And I'm going to tell you something, Adam Cole is between a rock and a hard place between Morrison and Bryan, and eventually he's going to have to put up or shut up. That's my opinion, but also, still to come tonight, two huge matches in our next part. Galloway and Punk, two men going to be competing in the Elimination Chamber at Unchained. They're going to collide one-on-one. How is Shawn Michaels going to play into that? We will see. And also, two big behemoths going to collide. Batista, the Animal, going up against the beast that is Big E Langston, the Hardcore Champion. That is in our next part. Stay tuned.